What is up, y'all? We are live on YouTube and Facebook, and we are live on IG. How's everybody doing today? By the way, these little bitty mini keto bricks are the bomb.com. So you gotta get yourself a silicone mold. IG loves them.
They're kind of hard to get out of the mold because they're so tiny, but he does love them. And they're like perfect little baby bite size.
Little baby bite size. They're good for like the keto brick cereal if you're doing that.
Yeah.
We just got done filming some footage. So I'm trying to make sure the footage is good for the vlog, the contest prep vlog. So that should be good to go there. So we're doing a contest prep vlog. There'll be a vlog every single week of my competition prep, which I'm excited about. It's going to be a little bit delayed though. So like this is the first week of my prep. The vlog for this will be going live next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. So it's like a week and a half delayed from the film. And that way I've got time to edit it, or Chip's got time to edit it, and all is well there. But it'll be good. So we're going to start talking a little bit about keto without using tracking devices.
The person that asked the question specifically asked 20 grams of carbs and less without a device, but I feel like we could just talk about without a device in the first place.
Yeah. So like when it comes to tracking anything, whether it's blood glucose, blood ketones, macronutrients, I think it's good for everybody to track for a period of time initially, especially if you're not happy with where you're at compositionally or health-wise. However, you don't need to continue tracking indefinitely, as that could honestly just not necessary. Like I don't test ketones and glucose on a regular basis. I test ketones and glucose when I'm doing an experiment or I'm in a prep. I'm just wanting to simply gather more data for something outside of my norm. That's not something I do every single day, and you shouldn't have to either. And the same is true with tracking macros. I don't do that every day unless I am trying to reach a specific goal, like when I'm in a prep or making sure that I'm eating enough food or something like that. So you don't have to use any devices. When it comes to things like Oura rings and watches, Garmin watches, my Oura ring hasn't worked for like months now. I don't even know why I have an Oura ring. I'm pretty frustrated with Oura ring. I'm gonna have to like send their support team an email because this is the second Oura ring and it's not working either. So I'm not too happy with that. But I love my Garmin watch. It tracks my steps. Do I use that data for anything? No, not really. I use it to tell time. But I like having that data kind of retroactively. I can just see out of curiosity how many steps have I gotten today. Like today, I've had a terrible step day. I've only had 2,800 steps today. You can. I just like using it, so I defaulted to him handing it to me. So I need to get more steps today. If I was trying to get more steps today, thank you. So you want to bang? Okay. So yeah, don't feel like you have to use any of those devices. Use them as much as you need them, but don't become a slave to any device.
There's a lot of people that like over test as well. Like there's no need to be testing every single day. There's no need to be testing after every single meal. If you're experimenting with different foods or new foods, or maybe you're highly stressed, or you would like to figure out like over a month's span, like what your ketones or your glucose does with your female cycle, things like that. Absolutely. But like just on a regular everyday basis, I feel like some people get so addicted to just like watching the numbers. And the thing with ketones is that the longer you are in ketosis, your numbers aren't going to be crazy high. Like generally speaking.
I just tested today. I feel kind of hypocritical, but I am in a prep right now. But yeah, they're going to change.
Well, there was like the other day I walked in here. I had been kind of sick all day. And I came in and I was like, I feel like I have low blood sugar. And so Robert's like, you should just test it. I mean, that would be a time that like is worthwhile to test. Otherwise, I just feel like I'm personally losing money by buying like so many strips and stuff. But it is worth your while. Like if you are trying different foods or, like I was saying, like you're stressed, you're testing your cycle. If it's a new thing for you within the new diet, all that kind of stuff, totally worthwhile, but not necessary. We like to go super ultra low carb so that there's no question on if we are in ketosis or not. We're eating fat, we're eating protein. Is that working over there, or are we just
Over here? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But there's no question on if we're in a state of ketosis because we're obviously eating plenty of fat, we're eating plenty of protein, and our carbs are super low. So there's really not a question about it. And like I would base it more off of how I'm feeling versus like what the number says on a meter.
Yeah. And on that note, kind of piggyback off what she said, a lot of people feel they have to test because they're constantly skirting the line between what is acceptable and what is optimal. So like if you're trying to see how much you can get away with in life with your nutrition, like, hey, am I still producing ketones? Am I still in ketosis at 20 grams of carbs, 30 grams of carbs, 50 grams of carbs? Like if you're constantly pushing the envelope like that, you're always going to be like, maybe I should test. I don't know. Maybe I should test. But if you're eating things that are well within the realms of what you know is in line with your ketogenic diet and lifestyle, and you feel great, then you don't need to obsess about testing all the time. So we, like Crystal said, eat really low total carbs, quality dietary fats, the right amount of protein. We don't ever have to wonder if we're in ketosis or wonder if we're producing ketones or wonder if we're fat adapted. We just are. We're always that way. So we don't have to think about it. So
I get to some of these questions.
Greg says, hey guys, little man is getting big. Yeah, he is definitely getting big. He's the best. I love him to pieces.
Keto Greg says, yo, savages.
What's
Jonathan
up, man?
says, oh, I'm excited for y'all to get y'all's package.
Is that a devil emoji?
Yeah, sure is.
What are you sending us with a devil emoji?
Oh, boy. Greg, watch your mail dog. Oh.
Watch your mail dog. I'm watching, but I'm kind of concerned now.
Said Greg.
Oh, you got me excited. Hard face. Would it be nice if someone could develop a CKM continuous ketone monitor for watching fluctuations? That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
What would be even cooler, I think, would be a CIM, a continuous insulin monitor. I think that would be super interesting.
Okay, can you do that?
Yeah. Robert says, when you doing a cookbook?
There's too many of those out there.
Yeah. Plus, I don't.
We have those Keto Savage Kitchen episodes, though.
Yeah. Daryl, what's up, man?
I think he might want his dad.
Hello, Savage family from Cincinnati. What's up, buddy? Tear my bicep out here.
You take him out.
What are your go-to sources for fat?
Ooh, I'd say we do a lot of olive oil, some butter, fatty cuts of meat, keto brick, eggs.
Olive oil, avocado oil. Fatty cuts of meat.
You're literally saying everything I just said. Keto brick.
It's pretty much it, honestly.
Want some water?
Avocado on occasion. You say that one?
No, I didn't.
I
don't eat avocado.
Wowzers. Got my last order from Switch Grocery last month and loving the Bell's brownie batter one.
All
Very
right.
nice. That's probably my favorite one, honestly.
All right. What would be a good replacement exercise for an incline bench? This movement is irritating my shoulder. That's a question for Robert. Pro show.
All right. So replacement for incline bench. Are you doing it with dumbbells or barbells? Because if you're doing it with barbells and that's irritating your shoulder, then I would try doing it the same angle but with dumbbells. And then if that hurts your shoulder, then do cables. And if that hurts your shoulder, then do bands. And then you can just do bands for a little bit until your shoulder stops hurting, and then you can switch back to dumbbells or something like that. TC's Life says, I always tend to go overboard with tracking and then get frustrated when I can't keep up the tracking. I just stick with meat, some dairy, and low-carb veggies. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that list of food.
Daryl says that he was using the barbell. It could also just be like the way that you are holding the bar. might want to just adjust your placement. But like Robert said, try the dumbbells, see if that feels better. And like, just because you're able to move your arms in different ways, you can use like your elbows down, your elbows up, things like that. But that's the best go-to faux show.
Hey, beautiful people, how are you doing?
Was it
Tanya, how are you? What else we got going on here? Yeah, open discussion now, open floor. We talked about the tracking, so open table on whatever questions y'all want to throw our way.
Yep.
We need to make some hats here soon. I think I'm gonna buy a printing press for hats so we can start making hats. Rigel, don't eat that cable.
I would love to get hats, but I would like baseball hats, not like trucker hats.
We can do baseball hats.
Yeah. Right? Am I right? Yes, women's hats, please. Yep, I'm all about it.
We will get some hats. We've kind of been like super busy and haven't really focused on the apparel so much because we've been making a bunch of other brands apparel. We made, right?
Sorry, guys. Over on Facebook and YouTube, Rigel just moved our camera, so they can't see us right now.
All right, I'm fixing it.
And we're back. What were you saying? Something about apparel.
We've been making a bunch of other brands apparel. So we had the gym that I go to sometimes. They're having a powerlifting meet there, so they wanted us to make the powerlifting meet shirts. So we made those. We made the company that designed our Keto Savage website. They're good friends with me. They wanted to make shirts, so we made their shirts. And now we're making KetoCon shirts because we're doing their shirts again. But after we get back from KetoCon, we're going to sink our teeth back into the apparel, and then we're going to have some new spring designs. So stay tuned for those for sure.
Yes, definitely girl with the Velcro on the back. I agree. And there is a difference between unisex, men's, and women's hats. I will not wear men's hats or unisex because they like hit my ears in a weird spot. Like it has to be a women's fit.
Love my sweatshirt. Wear it daily. Awesome.
Aw, that's awesome.
That's what we like to hear.
Definitely baseball hat, someone else said. Rigel, don't eat that cable. Laughing face. He's a total little savage. Yeah, he definitely is.
He's definitely a little savage.
He is into everything. He is, definitely into everything.
Hey, Jay Shane, are you speaking at KetoCon? I don't remember if you are or not.
I feel like yes.
I don't remember. Christine Bacons, how you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. I just got done working on my KetoCon presentation. I still have a little bit left to do on it. I thought about just going totally off the cuff and not having slides at all because I kind of like that, just getting up there and ripping. But I actually wound up making some slides. So still going to get up there and rip, but I will have a few slides this go round. But I'm excited for my KetoCon presentation. It's going to be good, y'all. And I thought about it yesterday. So I thought about the topic yesterday, made the slides yesterday. They're due on Monday. Yes, sir. Speaking on Friday, working on it right now, actually. Nice. What's your topic, Jay Shane? The Keto Road. Can't wait for KetoCon. Yes, it's going to be the bomb diggity. I hear they're going to have a cold plunge, 2 cold plunges there on site.
Why does that make sense?
Because
here, take your clothes off and jump into a cold plunge.
I'm going to do it. I've been cold plunging every day. I mean,
do they expect people to like bring their bathing suit?
I don't know. I cold plunge naked, so I'm planning on just doing that. You down?
You will not be seeing me afterwards.
Why?
Because.
Won't be seeing you? How come?
If you strip down, I strip down too.
There's probably like a little wall thing, I would think.
Well, no. Okay, so I was thinking like it was an open thing so people could watch you do it. That would entice me more to want to try it and also to.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure I want to jump into a cold tub when everyone else has been naked in it, though.
They're probably not naked. But what difference does it make?
I guess not really.
I mean, if you're in a swimsuit versus no swimsuit, like the swimsuit's keeping anything contained.
It feels like it does.
No, it doesn't.
I know it doesn't, but like it feels like it does.
Yeah, I'm going in naked. I'm sure it's going to be a private room in the cold plunge.
think that they
I bet it's
would
gonna
want to be in public?
I bet it's gonna be
Because,
around the main floor. I bet.
I mean, that would entice me more to try it, and so like other people can watch you and stuff.
Yeah.
But they might have like shorts or something that you can like, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
So you're doing the contract screen printing. Yes, we do. We haven't really marketed that aspect of the business, but for people that we know that want to order shirts, we can make their shirts for sure. LOL, ladies more low profile. What does that mean?
More low profile. Hats.
Hats. That makes sense.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Ladies more low profile.
Individual keto. How to create the best ketogenic diet for sustainable results. I like it.
Nice. I like it, Jay Shane.
Must be a company selling cold plunge tubs and setup. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Will you have a copy of your presentation for us and missing KetoCon this year? Are they gonna?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're recording everything, and I'm on the main stage again this year, so it'll be all that will be. I think everything's getting recorded though, even the breakout session. So I'm pretty sure everything's going to get recorded, and they've always let me publish my presentation on YouTube afterwards. In which case, yes,
we didn't film the whole thing last year though.
I'm pretty sure Chip did. Yeah.
Let's see who can sit in it longer, bro. Jonathan said.
Have you been doing cold plunges, Jay Shane, or no? I've been doing it every morning, man. Dunk booth into a cold plunge. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And that's funny.
The thing is, my cold plunge is a stock tank though, so like it's kind of getting warmer as the weather's getting warmer.
But they might have like a really good deal at KetoCon. Like they might give you a KetoCon code or something. So get ready to spend some money. We need a real cold plunge.
We do need a real cold plunge.
Am now like staying up later, but also getting up a little bit later. So I'm not doing the plunge with Robert, but I'm like, I wish I could just get in the plunge, but Rigel's awake. I don't know. It's just kind of like a weird situation for me.
TM says, if setting macros and trying to gain muscle, do we use current weight or target weight? On my macro calculator, I haven't logged on to my macro calculator in a while. Let me actually go to ketosavage.com.
In the meantime, Jonathan says, no, but I ain't scared. I'm psychotic.
All right. Macro calculator on ketosavage.com. And you are wanting to, I would do your current weight. Yeah, do your current weight. And then it should show, it's going to base your estimated BMR and total daily energy expenditure, maintenance intake off of your current weight, and then it should put you at a surplus from that. So that will be, so put your current weight in for sure. But again, it's a macro calculator, and no macro calculator is 100%. So like it may estimate your maintenance intake, and that may not actually be your maintenance intake. So it'll be close.
It's a good
but
guess,
it's a good generalization. What's he doing? What's he getting into?
Oh, your book.
He really loves my book. He has not read it yet, but he's opened it up several times. Yes, hat's low profile. I kind of like this hat a lot. This was given to me by a guy named Traver, who's a member of a mastermind group that I'm part of, and it says "Fight Hurt," and it's black on black. I like the blacked out look. If you haven't noticed, my walls are black, my shirt is black, my hat is black, my shorts are black.
He makes me wear black every day.
My underwear is black. I'm blacked out right now. Yeah. What else we got? Y'all any other conversation topics on the minds of you listeners and viewers and wonderful people? Otherwise, we're going to go to another meeting, but we're here for a few more minutes.
I never block anyone ever from my account, but I did.
Somebody?
I blocked someone.
Why'd you block somebody?
I blocked someone because the only time they ever comment or say anything on my page is always like, that's way too much protein. And they gave me a really hard time. And then they started like telling someone else, like another person that commented like a normal comment, that protein was not an energy source. And the person who commented prior did not say that it was. And it's just like drama starters. And I just said, I messaged the person who originally commented, and I was like, you know what? Just want to let you know, it seems to be a drama starter every time that this person jumps on. I went ahead and blocked them, but I wanted to let you know that, like, everything's fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
But it's just a bummer. Like, I don't ever block people, but I'm to the point with drama and like just stupid internet people that I'm like, I'm done with it. Like, if the only time you're ever going to say something is always negative or always that's not keto because it's too much protein, then I'm like, just get out.
I've halfway thought about not following a single person on Instagram, like 0 followers.
I do that like every couple days. I'm like, I'm gonna delete everyone.
But
there's certain people that like I really enjoy following.
But see, if I did that, you can't like I would just delete them all.
I know.
But the thing is, if I did that, then I'd still probably just get a whole bunch of ads and stuff in my feed. And I don't really want that either.
It's probably more stuff that you don't want to see than stuff that you do want to see.
Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm looking for a black. I would totally buy a black on black hat. Looking for a new one. Yeah, black on black's where it's at. On your full body workouts, are you both doing deadlift with other heavy back day exercises or more with your heavy leg day? So I do conventional deadlifts for back and I do sumo deadlifts for legs. So obviously you're still getting a lot of leg engagement with conventional deadlifts, but I consider that a back exercise more so than a leg. And then obviously still get some back with my sumos, but I consider that more of a leg exercise than back. So that's kind of how I got that broken down.
What's your thought on creatine?
Creatine is great. Definitely use creatine. Creatine is cheap. Just get a simple creatine monohydrate. No need to get any other form. It's just more expensive. Monohydrate is totally fine. Lots of research on creatine. Even if you're eating 3 pounds of meat a day, you would benefit from supplementing with creatine because you can't really reach supra-physiological levels without supplementing it. And it's safe to supplement. So just take 5 grams a day, every day, so that your muscles stay saturated with it.
Too much protein. Someone is being a stickler. They don't want to come to my talk. Good on you for blocking out negativity. Yeah, I really don't do that. Like, usually I can just like ignore it, but then I ignored the comment and they said, no reply, figures. And I thought, I'm not replying because you're being a turd butt.
I literally never respond on comments.
Well, Robert's a turd butt all the time.
Yeah, we gotta block that Keto Road guy. He's kind of
he's
kind of annoying. He's got like this weird cornroll haircut thing going on.
Robert calls it corn rolls. First of all, Robert calls cornrows corn rolls, and it's not cornrows, it's braids. Thank you.
Braids. I live in a hotel because of my traveling job. How do I keep up with the diet? More prep.
Yes, and like we have induction burner.
Yeah.
We have an induction burner that is awesome for travel. Obviously, if you're flying and stuff, that's not going to be as optimal. But a lot of times you can ask the hotel for certain things. Like you can call ahead of time and say, hey, I'm in such and such room. Are you able to put a microwave in there? Or are you able to put, whatever it is that you need? Can you put me in a room with a refrigerator? Blah, blah, blah. We also have a really nice Yeti backpack that is a cooler. And a lot of times I wouldn't be like name brand, but that's a really good backpack. And it's really good for traveling. Robert took his the last time he was prepping on the plane and just like brought all of his stuff with him, and it made it all the way there, and he had all of his food for the whole weekend and then came back and it was totally great. So you can do it. You just have to like pre-plan. If you're driving, bring something like the induction burner and you can just cook all your food normal.
Thank you. We'll use current weight and adjust. Yeah, current weight for the win.
Greg says, was their profile a cat photo, Crystal? I honestly can't remember what their profile was. I remember their username, but I don't remember their photo.
How much time do you dedicate to stretching with your workout? So I actually am doing the ATG program, which is Ben Patrick's Knees Over Toes guy, his program. And it's like 15 to 20 minutes. 15, 25 minutes or so before I start working out. So I've been doing that pretty much every day.
Do you think it takes away any benefits by doing all 3 deadlift styles in the same workout as I do, conventional, sumo, and trap bar?
That's a massive taxation on your CNS, man. Like when I saw that you did that, I'm like, I don't know how you're doing that. Like I will do conventional early in the week and then sumo later in the week or vice versa, or I would just do one or the other. And if you talk to like there's this massive powerlifter in my gym that lifts obscene amounts of weight, and like he takes a couple weeks off in between doing those because it taxes him so much.
But if you're gonna do like, say you're doing conventional deadlifts, and that's like your heavy lift for the day, you could do the trap bar, but just lighten the load and do more reps during that time. You don't have to do every single time super freaking heavy. And then you can like alternate like weeks if you want to, of like which one you go heavy on.
But I would probably recommend not doing all three of those on the same day.
Yeah.
Michael says some people cannot manage to have their assumptions challenged. Cut them loose. I feel sorry for their closed minds. Yeah, for sure, man. Great seeing you on here too, Michael.
And that's the thing too, is like I don't want to seem like I'm closed-minded, but I'm on there to like share my journey. And like I just made a post the other day too about like so many people, specifically moms, coming after me because they're like, you're telling moms to do too much. You don't even understand. You only have one kid, blah, 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 blah. And I am there to share my journey and to share my experience and my knowledge. And if I want someone else's opinion rather than commenting, I will follow you back.
Boom.
You know, I'll follow you back if I want your thoughts. You know, I feel like that makes sense. If you don't want my thoughts, then don't follow me. If you do, then follow me. Or we can have like a conversation, but like coming after someone, it's probably not the smartest idea. I got this one. You go over there.
Protein is king. See, I don't know if I mean, protein, I totally get the concept of protein is king, but I don't like saying protein is king and fat is secondary, or fat is king and protein is secondary. Like, I feel like protein and
is super
fat,
important.
Yeah, like they're both very important, but it's like you can't really optimize one without the other. Like, here's the thing. There's no, all right, let me rephrase that a little bit. There is much less benefit to consuming protein in isolation than protein with the fat. Your body needs to release bile with the consumption of protein to allow for full absorption of that protein, for it to benefit and allow the membranes in your muscle tissue to make use of that protein, because every single one of your cells is encapsulated in a fat lipid molecule or substance. So like, protein in isolation without fat is no good, and fat in isolation with no protein is no good. So really having both is great. So yeah, I kind of went off a tangent there. That's not what you were saying, I'm sure, but.
Jonathan says, I got my hair cut. You don't ever pay attention to my life.
I do pay attention to your life, bro.
And then he laughed at you because he said corn rolls.
Yeah, I've always thought it was corn rolls. All right.
Corn rolls.
What else we got, y'all?
I think that's it. We need a topic for next week. I did not make a list of the topics, but I also did not get a buttload of responses on like things that we should talk about. So hit us up with the topic that we should do next week or the week following.
Jeff Young, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, hit us up with some topics for next week. What do you want to talk about next week? Next week is next Wednesday. What will have happened by then?
My mom said, if nothing nice to say nothing. Absolutely.
Mom's a wise woman. Wise woman. All right.
Right, dog?
Well, Ryder's getting berserk, so we're going to call it quits. So we will holler at y'all next week. We'll think of it.
We have no topic.
All right. Next person that submits a topic, that will be our topic for next week. So give us a topic, y'all. Give us a topic from Instagram. Give us a topic from YouTube and Facebook. Let us know what you want. Motivation is a topic. All right, there it is. Boom, motivation. That's the topic. I'm in rehab right now, brother. Sausage, and he didn't finish the sentence. Well, hopefully you get to feeling better, man. I don't know what your rehab is for, but hopefully you are doing good. All right, motivation is a topic. How cool Jonathan's corn rolls are. That's not the topic. All right. Catch y'all later. Much love. Here we go. Another one. Topic: digestion and enzymes. Okay, so we got motivation, digestion, and enzymes.
Okay,
Boom.
let's write those down.
Love y'all. Take care. Toodaloo. Ta-ta for now.
Bye.